Okay, Barry, that's Glanville again in a cup final. We were here last year and against the same opposition. How do you feel this year's going to go?
This year again, we've had a really hard ride to the final. We beat teams that have been in previous semi-finalists, previous finalists along the way this year to get back to Airdrie. So, and then again we're playing Spartans again for the fourth year in succession. So we're hoping we had a wee bit of bad news last year. We lost in penalties, so we're hoping it'll be a bit more positive for the boys this year because last year was tough to take.
Yeah. And how was the trip here? Your hard games? Any?
Yeah, well, we played Tynecastle, I said, their previous finalists. We beat them 1-0. It was a really tough game in Paisley. We beat Jerviston, previous semi-finalists, BFD, previous finalists. So we've had a tough run all the way along to get here. So the boys have done well.
And your goals coming from all over, or is there people we've got to watch out for?
I don't want to disclose too much anyway. We're capable of scoring for all areas of the pitch, as are Spartans. I've seen Spartans 4 times in recent months. So. And we've played them so many times over the last 3 years. We know them very well, so there's no really any secrets between the teams.
Full squad?
Full squad today, full squad of boys, so they're all keen and itching to play. So unfortunately we could only have 16 boys, which is quite tough for the boys that are missing out, but everybody's played that.
How's the league going?
The league's going well. We've won the league now last week for the 4th year in a row, Paisley and Johnson District, which is a great achievement for the boys. So we're trying to get that tied up and now looking forward to this game. So now that's the way we can give all our attention to this game, so it's going to be some match.
Best of luck.
Good stuff, thank you.
Okay, Andrew, that's Spartans again, another final. You were here last year against the same opposition. Bit of pressure this year, and your younger team have just won their age group. So how has your preparation been to get to the final?
It's been no different from usual, to be honest. We approach these games kind of the same routine, to be honest. We don't tend to put too much pressure on the boys. You're right in saying that because there's I think there's 5 Spartans teams that got through to Scottish Cup finals, all 5 have won, so we're not going to tell the boys that, but not a chance.
And what was the route to the final? How was your game?
It was interesting. We played our Spartans Colts and our Spartans Reds team, both at our age group.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, and we narrow victories in both. They played very well on the day, both teams. And other interesting games were Airdrie in the quarters, which was a narrow game, and Harmony Row, which gave us a bit of a fright in the first 30 minutes, but we pulled through in the end.
Excellent. Any injuries?
We've got one that's out, unfortunately. He's going to be a bit of a mess. He's a good lad, but apart from that.
And where do the goals come from? Is it kind of all over the park? Or
yeah, I don't want to single out any individuals.
We can do that after the game if you win.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck anyway.
Number 14 here, Russell, 15 Campbell Swanson, 16 Michael instead, number 17 Wood.
Jack Smith,
Harry Pickering, Fraser Lee, Nick Christie, Cameron Crooks, Marcus Lavery, and Brian Connor. Sixth today, Andrew McCall, Kyle McLaughlin, Adam Bridges, Ian McLaughlin, Aaron McDonald, Simon Adacurro, and Anthony Calder. Apologies for the pronunciation. Spartans lineup: Niall McFadden, Jonathan Garrett, Ian Morrow, Chris Martin, Jack Granby, Cornell Worker, Hugh Russell, Campbell Johnson, Michael Wood, Luke Norris, and Nicholas Hayes, Sutton Jack Carr, Robbie Worker, Joseph Stevenson, Jack Green, and Christopher Carr. Your referee this afternoon is Mr. John Kennedy. His two assistants are Kate Davidson and Will Scorgate. The fourth official is Brian Derrick. Make sure you're careful. Come on, make sure Brian's here again.
Well, penalty kick's a cruel way to lose it. Glanville have absolutely roared through this year though, however. Round 1 they beat St Mirren Athletic by 9-0. There's round 2, 2-0 against PFD. Round 3 they put 10 past West Dyke. Then round 4 Charlie Miller was seen off 3-1, 2-0 against Jefferson in round 5. The quarters are 1-0 against Tynecastle. The semis they put 7 past Hillwood. So what that tells me is this team are not afraid to score goals. Surely the only team that could be on to score 40 goals in a Scottish Cup in one season.
We don't put it past Spartans as well. Won 10-0, 8-3, 5-2. There's goals in this team as well, Dan.
Well, that's what we like, and we hope for the viewers here watching live on YouTube and Facebook that we have a lovely game of football with plenty of goals and plenty of entertainment. Both of these teams would like to win it. They're both setting up strong. Well, the Champions League music playing in the background, Ewan, that inspires every single man.
Absolutely, Dan.
Well, Glanville with a huddle. Will it bring them the same luck that Celtic have had in the Scottish Cup today? So Glanville ready for it. Spartans as well, looking to become the second team today from this football club to lift the Scottish Cup at their age group. Looks to me to be 4-2-3-1 from Spartans and a 4-3-1-2 formation from Glanville, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Kickoff is mere moments away and we're off. Spartans kick us off here, and a quick pass back to the centre back. Shifted wide to the left back now. Passed inside. That's a nice pass there to the feet of Keir Russell. And it's lost. And the Spartans hook it forward now. Good clearance. And the Spartans have it now. Comfortably at the feet of Cornell Durda. Still the Spartans have it as the wind starts to whip here in Airdrie. Spartans head up the left wing. Quickly cut back. And that's a nice pass across to Durda, who can now go and seek a pass and does so. And a nice pass across now. Might want to think about a cross, but he doesn't. He skips beyond his man instead. Loses it, and the throw in will go to Glanville. So you no goal from kickoff here.
No. Well, I think it would be highly unlikely to see that again, though. But just having a look here at how Glanville are lining up, can't quite get a grip of. Sometimes looking like a 4-2-3-1. Man on the left, number 9 and 16, occasionally pushing very high up to almost make a front two.
Well, it'll be interesting to see exactly what they try and do here. Of course, it's only 90 seconds gone in this match, so Neither side might be 100% sure what they want to do, but we'll soon see. It's the Spartans that have the ball, and an overlap now, starting to encompass as number 9 takes the ball. That is Reese Mason, scurrying down the line, looking for it. Does well, but it's well defended and cleared now, down the line again. Comfortable pass, and Mason now has the ball at his feet, tries to pass it in. That'll be an easy clearance now by Glanville. And the ball across now to the right back. Looks up, goes cross field. That's a lovely ball long. Lovely chest down, but the defender did brilliantly there to challenge it and make sure it was going nowhere. And the Spartans now, that ball's going to bounce a little bit awkwardly, but that's again brilliantly dealt with. And then hit long, and it's going to bounce towards the keeper. They're going to roll it to him. The keeper's going to just knock it. First touch. Spartans head it down. Another good 50-50 ball, and again.
Seems like Glanville might actually be lining up in a 4-4-2 diamond here.
Well, the 4-4-2 diamond is interesting.
Leaves your fullbacks very exposed. If you're Spartans, you might wonder, try and get your wingers and fullbacks as high up the pitch as possible. Try and get a 2v1 here. Although the wide midfielders are working hard so far to try.
That is very true, Ewan. The 4-1-2-1-2, or the 4-4-2 in the diamond shape. It's an interesting one as Glanville win the first free kick of the game. And so Glanville have this free kick now on the far side, and it's going to be taken shortly. It's passed to him. Nice short free kick, ball's whipped in. Spartans do well to clear, and now the Spartans spin on the ball and look for a pass. Goes back to the left back who chips it forward. And he does well to spin his man, and it's 3v2. And he does well. That's great defending from Glanville there. And cleared. Well, advantage played. Oh. Great stoppage, but the advantage, nothing coming. Referee does very well to bring it back there. Well played from the referee here. Well, again, here comes the home. Well, they're not the home team, but they were drawn as a home team when the draw was made. Glanville. So the Spartans take the throw. Glanville, good touch, good turn. Tried to go with quick feet, but a great tackle again now. Well, he's signalling when he wants it. Well. Another throw in here to Glanville, which will be taken by Marcus Lavery. That was a good throw to Sean Borland. Spartans have the throw now. And that's a good chase now. Lovely touch inside, 2 men. Looks at the goal. And a first shot on target there for Glanville. Not bad, a bit of a sighter there from Brian Connor, you've got to say, but it was pretty decent. Oh, and the keeper's made an absolute howler there. And Connor's got there, and it's fallen to his partner, and a lovely block by the Spartans defence. Goodness me, that was a bit of a calamity. That's a good turn. And now there's the captain. That's Sean Borland, the captain. And the ball's knocked over the top. A real chance here for Glanville. It's the opening goal. It's a lovely finish there. Terrific goal. Well, you said during the last year's final ended goalless. This one certainly will not. Inside the first 10 minutes, we have an opening goal. It's Glanville with the opener. Here it is. Lovely little flick over the top. And in goes number 13, Fraser Lee, with a lovely finish to open the scoring. Terrific goal by Fraser Lee. Ewan, thoughts?
Well, it appears that Glanville are playing with the two strikers, but absolutely everyone in behind them is making runs like that, just bursting through the middle of them. Spartans didn't know who to pick up, and it just found them all that space, and a lovely finish across the goal.
And a good early goal here. 6 minutes played. Fraser Lee of Glanville gives his team the lead. And now we'll see what the Spartans want to do.
There's real fluidity here for Glanville, which has made it difficult for Spartans when they're going forward.
I do have to say,
if you look at Fraser Lee just now, he's over on the right hand side, took that ball in a left striker position there.
They know exactly what they're doing here. It's very, very well done from Glanville. And the referee just waiting for this free kick to be taken. Well, Glanville here, as you mentioned, June, you said they were setting up with the two strikers, and you do think sometimes in football these days it's a bit of a rarity to see two strikers. However, Glanville have started this game with such confidence. They've came out, we talked earlier about no team that we've watched so far has really taken the game by the scruff of the neck, but Glanville just in this opening 10 minutes have done so. And they go a just reward for that.
Well, the diamond really has to work if your players are willing to drift wide, drift inside, and roam about, which Glanville is clearly instilled in them. That's what they're to do.
Well, here are Glanville back in the ball. Every time a player, that time on that occasion it was Rhys Mason that had it for the Spartans, but straight away as soon as he turned, there's at least one or two Glanville bodies ready to make the tackle. And there we go again. They're always there first. There's a lovely touch. And now here comes Mason again. Rhys Mason, a lovely ball down the line. Looking for an option. That's a lovely little ball spin. It's going to take him away from goal though, when he probably wants to try and head towards goal.
That'd be a good idea.
That's going to be a throw in here. And sent long down the line. Won by Glanville. Good touch to keep it in play. And then out again. Well, Glanville just seem to be confident no matter what here. It's going to be a throw into the Spartans. And it's Mason who's going to use his size and strength to hold up the play. And a chance for the Spartans. Oh, what a shot that was. A cracking save. Keir Russell with the drive. And a wonderful stop there by Kieran McDowell in the goal of Glanville. What a terrific save that was, Ewan.
Spartans looked like they pegged them in. They had three people around the edge of the box, which meant if Glanville were to get it away, Spartans were able to peg them in.
The ball's in from the Spartans. It's going to be another goal kick. Well, goal kick given there. It's just interesting to watch this game now. As the goalkeeper takes a goal kick, sends it over the halfway line. Good return from the defender, strong clearance there. Well, free kick given. The referee judges that there was a bit of a pull going on there.
I didn't quite see anything there, Darren, did you?
No, I've got to be honest, I didn't see anything. I thought the player had done well to get the spin, and I thought the referee just blew up a little bit early for my liking, but doing his job, so fair enough. So the first real chance we'll see, we did see this keeper, Kieran McDowell, pull off a wonderful save earlier on.
Absolutely. Struck
now,
ferociously.
A dead ball is always a different thing. It's going to be lined up by... It's going to be lined up, it's going to be swung in. Oh, I tell you what, that wasn't far away at all. Jonathan Jarron there, very, very close. Unlucky, to be honest. But I tell you what, if that was a sighter, then he's going to be very, very good for the next one. It's a nice touch there by Glanville. The run being made, and there's a man now peeling into the box, asking for the ball. Oh, he's done brilliantly, and he wins the corner kick, and that is going to be a corner. Linesman signals for it now.
If you just saw that, though, Glenville strikers pulling wide, creating that space for the midfielders to run into. They're doing
Well,
a very selfless job here.
It's a very, very dangerous game to be playing if you're going to let strikers pull off to the flanks and then let midfield runners come and flood into your defensive zone. You're going to lose a game of football that way. As this ball's crossed in by Glenville, it's a good corner. It's just over the top of everybody though. Nobody could get a clear run at it. And the ball here is going to be Mason. No, it's going to be a goal kick. Well, so the goalkeeper here, this one really hasn't died down at all, Ewan.
No, there's real quality up front with each team.
And the goalkeeper kicks the ball now. Swung away. It was a 50-50. Good header there, one. And now across goes Luke Christie to play the ball. That was well played by Christie down the line. And Glenville, as we said, just in this first 12 minutes have shown just what they want in this game. They want to dominate, but they want to be quick and speedy down the line. They want to be playing through balls. Very impressed with how they're playing this game so far. Clearly know how they want to play the game of football and how they want to win the trophy. Spartans, on the other hand, are taking a little bit longer to settle, I'd say. It's a nice ball there, but it's not going to hold up. It's going to be a goal kick.
Because Glenville have done well both on and off the ball, and creating their shape and denying Spartans space, we've struggled to see what Spartans are trying to do here so far.
It's very true. Formation-wise, it seems to be the Spartans are going 4-3-3, but at times seem to be changing that up, to be honest. Which is really, I think, the difficulties coming in. I think the players aren't too sure exactly what formation they're wanting to be playing here, as Mason wins that knockdown, sends it back into an area where it was won by Kieran Moyles. And now back to Moyles, and Moyles skips beyond one tackle and sends it wide. That's well played. That's a lovely tackle there.
I mentioned earlier about the fullback's the place to go when facing against a diamond, but they've worked so hard just to always two players going out, denying any space out there.
There's Durda to Mason, and now Mason coming inside and trying to pick out a pass, but it's intercepted and then headed on there by Jack Smith. Now Mason going to challenge for the ball, but in the end it's not going to get there. Another 50-50, and Mason wins this header. But then there's Glenville to win it again. However, going forward, it's back to Mason now on this right wing. Good run, sizing through. That was a nice little pass out wide there by Nicholas Reid. Ball into the box, nobody gets there. Sprinting across though is Mason. On his feet, left and right, still on the ball. Gets a cross off, and in the end he'll have to settle there, Reese Mason, for the corner kick. But once again, it's going to be a corner. You've got to say, you in open 15 minutes, seems like Reese Mason of the Spartans is quite a key player.
Absolutely. Down on the right hand side, he's been the one that's almost been stretching them. He's good in the air as well. He gives them options to mix it up when passing to him.
And comes to the corner now. That's a brilliant corner. Keeper gets something on it, but the Spartans have it. It's a bit of a scramble here. It's touched round, still on. Oh, what a lovely block that was.
Fantastic.
Chance for counter-attack now. The counter could be on. The wind's going to hold that ball up. And he's going to spin now.
The feet that Farnan had in there was absolutely brilliant, just to take it past a
And
few
here
players.
comes. And the free kick given. Had to be given, to be fair. And so the Spartans, who were trying to score the goal from their own corner, now concede a free kick, which will be taken by Jack Smith. Well, from this angle, Ewan, what do you think? Just whip it into the box and try and hold a little bit off of it, take a little bit off of it, and hope there's a header coming, or do you try and hit it a little bit harder, hope that the keeper comes and misses it? And, well, no, we'll see exactly what they're going for. Back post. Oh, and the keeper gets there. Well,
Almost thought the wind held that up when the ball was going in there. It fell favourably for Glenville. Great header across, and he just went in all on his own.
the header
Keeper was
across
very
was
brave.
perfect, but the keeper you've got to say that the keeper was very brave there, put his hands and his head in where it could have hurt, and in the end rewarded by making the save. Ball now to that man, Keir Russell, who shoves it long looking for Mason, who's going to keep running all day. And Mason, that ball's going to go out. Well, it's been a good opening 17 minutes here. Been a very decent 17 minutes we've had. There's the throw, headed clear by Glanville. And away there, well cleared. And Glanville, the ball will be Glanville's ball. Well, it's been a good opening 17 minutes. And the ball knocked out. Well, Ian, Inspiresport, Scottish Youth FA Cup, sponsored by Inspiresport. They've extended their deal until 2021. Tell us a little bit about what Inspiresport do.
You take teams, be it school teams, boys clubs, youth, junior youth football teams, take them around the continent, the different clubs, academies and such. They were at PSV Eindhoven this year. A couple of years before that, it was Valencia for each year. It's just a fantastic opportunity for these clubs to go and experience what it's like at a fantastic
Certainly
setup.
is, and that's a lovely ball now by Glanville. He's come inside his man, he's got a chance. He drags it though. Dragged at it there, number 13, Fraser Lee. Just dragged at the opportunity. The goal scorer just dragged at it. Well, Mason and Lavery there, charging at each other. The Spartans now. So the ball rolled back now. That's a nice footwork there. Lovely interchange, ball over the top. Chasing through, off the bar. Crossbar from Michael Mbiwe. He did brilliantly well there. There was a 1-2, there was a lovely bit of interchange, but Mbiwe hit the bar.
He just shrugged off the defender there to create that opportunity. Saw the keeper rushing towards him and had that composure. Just got a bit too much on it.
Very true, Ewan. Sort of flicked off the outside of his boot and just caught the top of the bar in the end. And a throw in now to Glanville. They take it quickly. But the Spartans now.
Going back into it, Darren, aren't they?
They are. Spartans have been very impressive in the last 5 or so minutes. A lot of good passing and moving, especially on the right-hand side.
Have to say, I've been impressed with Spartans number 23, Nicholas Reid. His close control and dribbling is brilliant. He's composed. Usually picks the right option. The only problem is Glenvale in the middle have sort of compacted that area, which is not giving them too much space to work in.
It's very, very true. And here comes Glenville through their captain. That is Sean Borland, who does brilliantly well and receives a 1-2 there off the feet of Brian Connor. And Borland into the box. The chance, and a lovely block there to stop the driven shot that otherwise could have been heading goalwards. But the Spartans now from midfield, and Mbiwe. And then Mbiwe flicks it away, but it's taken by Glenville again. And Glenville happy to just pass it around. You've got to say the Spartans leave a lot of space between themselves to have the ball passed though. Would you not say, Ewan?
They do, especially if you look at it here, between the midfield and defence, Glenville, just number 9, just drops off a wee bit. He's got acres of space to receive the ball in.
Well, it's good covering there, but you've got to say that just sort of proved the point. The ball, one ball, was over the top, and suddenly they had 3 men running forward. So 20 minutes gone here. It's Glanville 1, Spartans 0 in the inspiresport Scottish Youth FA Cup final here at the Excelsior Stadium in Airdrie. The ball is cleared and that'll be a goal kick. Well, Ewan, we know that Glanville, Brian Connor, can be a threat. Tell us a little bit more about him. He's got a lot of scoring prowess.
Well, he's been their top goal scorer in the last 2 seasons. So far, it's easy to see why. His movement's been very, very good, just peeling off defenders, creating space for others, but also has that technique when the ball comes into his feet more than anything.
So the Spartans now. Oh, that'll be a free kick there. And to be fair, it was more accidental than cynical.
Definite free kick, though.
Definitely a free kick, yeah, but it was, to me, it looked more accidental than a cynical foul. And so the Spartans have a chance here on the 23rd minute. The foul committed by Harry Pittaway. And so now a chance for the Spartans to throw this ball into the box here from the far side. The wind really is starting to whip, and the wind will help that one. And it's going to be Glanville ball. So Glanville get it. Cleared by the Spartans. There's Cameron Crooks. The Spartans shove it wide towards Durda. Linesman says that's out. There'll be another throw to Glanville.
It's just the one problem with a 4-4-2 diamond, Darren, that there's not too much natural with it. A lot of it's required from the strikers to drift wide.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's lovely movement there. That's beautiful movement there. Oh, goodness me, that was absolutely gorgeous movement from Brian Connor. Spun his man and then tried to flick the ball through, but the ball just wouldn't hold up.
This front three for Glanville have worked very well so far, haven't they, Darren?
Absolutely. They've been absolutely terrific so far. And well worth the 1-goal lead, you've got to say, after 24 minutes. As the Spartans try and chase the ball here. And the ball cleared now by the keeper. But it rolls out. Kieran McDowell in goals for Glanville. You know, joined this season, ex-St Mirren, pro youth. Joined only this season, so he'll be hoping to keep a clean sheet. But here come the Spartans now with the ball, and the ball's knocked backwards to the centre defensive mid, who tries to pick out Mason. That's too heavy, and it'll be a throw in to Glanville here.
I think Mason was just wanting that ball in the channels, whereas the passer was just trying to play it into his feet, and it's just a mix-up between the two of them.
Yeah, definitely. And the ball heads to the right back, who looks up, head up, goes for a little ball down the line. That was a very creative ball, but couldn't quite work out. And now the Spartans look for a pass, and they achieve it. And Durda says, ignore me, and head towards Mason, but instead, a total switch towards the right-hand side instead of going down. Another nice little ball roll. So here come the Spartans once more. Ignores Durda. This time does give it to Durda though, and Durda now looking at Mason. It's intercepted, and Durda, nothing wrong with that there. That was a nice bit of shoulder to shoulder, and he gives it. He's going to send it for his man to go shoulder to shoulder again. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Durda went down far too easily. To be honest, Cameron Crooks just had the strength to put him down.
They like that reverse ball, Spartans, constantly with their midfielders making those diagonal runs. It's made it very easy for them to just feed it in between the two centre backs.
Glanville do love a reverse ball. And the ball knocked up, wonderfully won. And 2 men going up there competing. Well, plenty of space wide, but that's nice play. The ball flicked forward, nice little chest header down. And now The captain walks inside. As Reece Best McDonald goes to the byline, whips one in. It's not bad at all, and that's going to clear the stand. So we've lost our first ball of the weekend, and more importantly, Glenville have a corner. So it's going to be a corner taken by Jack Smith. So Jack Smith will whip this ball in now. The wind has died down now. As Smith whips that ball in perfectly. Keeper comes with a punch.
It's a good punch at that.
It was a very decent punch. Often you don't want to see a goalkeeper punch it, because usually they don't quite clear it that well. And there is Crooks. Whoa, goodness gracious me. Cameron Crooks. No, sorry, it was Marcus Lavery. His keeper backtracking quickly. That's a lovely bit of play though. And he's got options left and right. Sends it out wide. Still got plenty of options here as they talk to each other. And in the end, it's a throw into Glenville. Well, this first half hour is absolutely raced by you. A really cracking game of football has broken out.
Absolutely, there's real quality through the middle for both teams, which means that they've both been trying to pass through each other, which has made a really entertaining display so far.
Little shoulder to shoulder there, nothing wrong with that at all. And now the Spartans trying to break through, but again, wonderful work in now the defence of Glenville. Little chip ball forward. We know this boy's got the strength and the agility and the skills as he skips beyond. And that is wonderful defence to get in. You know, he's gone beyond you. It's easy enough to just put your hands to your hips and say, oh, I've been beaten. But he didn't do that. He said, I'm getting back. I'm going to help my team. Wonderful work.
It's a bit hesitant though, which is the only thing, number 18.
Oh,
which is surprising for a top goal scorer.
Yep. Goalkeeper gets that again. And that's now McFadden. Well, he steps across all the way to the left-hand side of his box to send it long. And the wind starts to pick up again. Well, here goes Spartans. It's a bit of a mazy run. If he loses possession, he's going to be in trouble, and he has lost possession. And there's two Glenville strikers. Oh, and that's another lovely interception by the Spartans. And he's got plenty of space wide now, and he's gone for him. And you've got to say that Mason's got plenty of space over this side if they could find them, but they can't. And instead it'll be Glenville now in a sort of game that's breaking out end to end. Mason now runs into the halfway line to win it. Shifts it to the left. Wants it back, won't get it back though. They'll give it to... They'll hand it out wide now. Passed across. Back to the midfield. That's a lovely pass now to Keir Russell. And Keir Russell out to Mason. And Mason has Russell. He's getting B-way. He wants to go himself though. It's still Mason. Still has the ball. Mason shoots and gets the corner kick there. But he had options in B-way and in Russell that he could have opted to try and find instead. As the clock ticks over the 30-minute marker here at the Excelsior Stadium, Airdrie.
Just watching Keir Russell the last couple of minutes, he's done very well stepping in between the midfield and defence just to cut out any pass that Glenville are trying to feed into their strikers.
So the corner kick will be taken here by Nicholas Reid. So Nicholas Reid of the Spartans whips ball in, good ball in by Reid. It's going to bounce, it's flicked, and another corner. So Nicholas Reid stays where he is. And he'll get the ball back for a second attempt at it. So Nicholas Reid now stands over the corner, whips it in, and Glenville just kick it clear. And the ball to Reid. Whips it in. Good save by the keeper. The wind is blowing that way, so it was going to be difficult for the keeper because of the wind. It's a good ball. It's a lovely touch. Oh, what a goal! What an absolute stunning finish. That is absolutely gorgeous in every sense of the word. The little flick, the finish, everything about that is terrific. Glanville are over celebrating, and who can blame them? They are 2 goals to the good, and that goal is everything you need and more in a world of beautiful football.
Just that link-up play there between Crooks and Smith was just wonderful.
Long ball flicked forward. Flick, look at that flick round the corner. Touch is delightful, and he just says, you know what, from about 20 yards, I'll have it on the right foot, I'll beat the keeper at the near post. That is an absolute stunning finish. What a goal. Jack Smith there with an absolutely beautiful finish. Jack Smith, number 4.
Only joined this season from Park Villa. What a way to end off your season.
Well, if he keeps scoring goals like that, he'll probably be able to buy a villa. So he'll make a lot of money. Absolutely stunning. Oh, a real 50-50 tackle there. Well, the Spartans here, 2-0 down. Well, the goal scorer Smith has gone down. So Jack Smith, no sooner as he scored that goal, then he's gone down here. You don't want to see this. Nobody was around him.
Especially just after scoring that goal, it would be a horrible moment of juxtaposition.
Very, very true. And he's been treated now by the physio here, David Borland. So there's David Borland treating him on the pitch here. Well,
it's 2 goals scored though, Darren, from the link-up play from the 2 strikers into the midfield runners bursting forward.
Well, you never want to see this, but he's down. Hopefully the physio can treat him, as the 2 teams are just getting a little bit of water.
Seems to be walking off quite alright. Hopefully it's nothing too serious for him.
Well, David Borland, who's the physio today, or the first aider today, has also been with this he's been the coach of this team from the start, Glanville, since their first age group. So he's watched these boys grow into men, and surely must be so proud today. 2-0 up in a Scottish Cup final. Truly is the stuff that dreams are made of. The match just about now to get underway. And I think that Smith is okay to continue.
Seems to be. There's no activity from the bench.
No, he just seems to be waiting for the referee's signal to come back on. And the referee signals him, and on comes Smith. So the goal scorer of the second goal is back in the game. As Glanville have the ball on the edge of the Spartans box. Oh, good clearance again. And so the goalkeeper now McFadden, knocks the ball long. Lovely bit of footwork from the captain there. Sean Borland again, and the ball's out wide, and Glanville cross. The keeper came and got the punch to it. But now the Spartans. Oh, that's lovely footwork. Oh, that's absolutely gorgeous footwork there from Reece Mason. And now Borland's going to try and spin around this man. He'll play the short pass instead, and the ball's not long. He's offside. The linesman knew he was offside. I knew he was offside. You knew he was offside. The only person that didn't know he was offside was the player himself. And so it's Durdup. And it's out wide to Mason. It's off of Mason, back to Durdup. And the Spartans, well, there's nobody out wide now. And so they needed the left back to just go sprinting. Oh, penalty kick. It is a penalty kick. Penalty kick to the Spartans. Penalty kick is given. Ewan Summers, it looked like a spot kick. What do you think?
Well, I think it was quite clear it was a penalty for Spartans. However, the run from Luke Morris and then the winner, just one from Luke Morris and then passed into the middle. They burst into the box, was just brilliant. Defender committed himself. Can't really argue much with that.
So here we go. It'll be Keir Russell versus
game so far,
Kieran
Russell.
McDowell. So it's Keir Russell versus Kieran McDowell. Oh, and he's blazed it well over the bar. Well, it was a huge chance for Keir Russell to bring the Spartans back into this game. And he's blazed it well over the crossbar, Ewan.
Well, they often say if you're taking a penalty, maybe not just that confident about, or if you're nervous, put your foot through it. It's a horrible moment for Keir Russell, but he's had a good game. He just needs to carry on like that. By the way things are going, Spartans are going to get another chance today.
True, but you've really got to say it's not a great moment, as you said, for him. He's got to just shake that one off straight away. Can't sit and focus about what might have been. He's got to just think, still plenty of time left in this game to make a big impact. As we've played 38 minutes here, and again, goalkeeper knocks the ball long. Good touch there. Now, well, ball into the midfield, and it is Keir Russell now who has it. And the defender's going to try and go running. And he's got it. Well, I thought that was a good shoulder-to-shoulder tackle. I've got to be honest there, Ewan.
Just looked like he was a bit stronger than him there.
Well, Spartans trying to increase the pace of this game here as Mason goes running through. And that's a lovely tackle there, to be honest. And now the ball switched across towards Mason, who wins it. And it's Mason who's looked impressive all game. Mason, that's another wonderful tackle by the Glanville defence. Goodness me, that is a wonderful tackle by... Wonderful tackle by Lavery. Keeper's been caught out. And goodness me. Well, Kieran McDowell. That's one of those where in recent times goalkeepers seem to expect that the referee will always blow if there's contact.
There's always that danger when you come off your line. Obviously you want to take the pressure off your defenders, but you have to look at the situation, realise who's around you, if it's a wise decision to make.
Very, very true. Also, here comes. Well, it's going to be a throw to Glanville. It's been a brilliant game, this game, to be honest. Like, genuinely, very exciting game to watch. Both teams, now the Spartans have settled into it. Obviously missed the penalty. That would have been a chance to get back into it. But Glanville have been impressive. Defensively, they look absolutely rock solid. Going forward, well, they've got the flicks and the tricks, but they've also just got the hard-hitting ability to have the strength to knock people off the ball as well, Ewan.
They do indeed, but I think it says a lot for Glanville's defence. Spartans 3 in behind the striker have looked very good today, but Glanville's defence have been absolutely brilliant marshalling them. They've done an excellent job just making that centre of the field compact.
A corner to Glanville here, so you see the big men head up, and you see some of the slightly smaller men jog back to act as stand-in auxiliary centre-backs. And it's
Spartans have only left one guy up here. You'd imagine Glanville just push that one of those players just a wee bit more forward.
Well, to be flattered, they've flattered them because they've put 3 men on him. Well, the ball, that's a short ball. That's a training ground routine that's not quite worked there. And now the chance
Just wasn't quite paying attention
to run off. And Mbiwe, well, Mbiwe was asking for the ball. He didn't get it. And that's going to frustrate him as Borland wins at the captain here of Glanville. That's a lovely ball over the top. And his man's going to be getting on goal here. Oh, and my goodness me. He just didn't catch that at all well. Harry caught it. That was probably curtains.
Just that, they've always got that danger of the ball in behind. There's a real pace around that front 3.
Very true. That's a hard ball there. But he runs and he gets it. And he turns. Now here comes A lovely pass to Borland again, the captain who's really starting to control this game, you've got to say. Glenville's captain is starting to really make his mark here. As Glenville come forward. And the ball knocked back to the goalkeeper. And the keeper knocks that long. And now the Spartans. And that's a half-time whistle there. Glenville lead by 2-0. Spartans missed a penalty, but Glenville with 2 lovely goals. And so they lead by 2-0 at the half-time whistle here. Well, so here's the penalty kick, which Keir Russell is never going to really want to see again. Oh, he just gets right under it.
The keeper moved early, so he was confident in his penalty taking abilities. Just didn't pay off for him, though.
Nope. But here, there's a little flick over the top. And here's the composure from Fraser Lee, number 13. Lovely left-footed finish into the left-hand side of the net.
Keeper just
the right-hand side of the net.
quick enough
Lovely
there.
finish to send Glenville wild. And then there was a bar being hit by Mbiwe. They've had their chances here, Spartans, and then this was the moment to go 2-0 up. The ball was flicked forward. Nice little flick on. And through he went. And a lovely finish from about 20 yards into the top of the net. A terrific finish. And this was the penalty itself. Stonewall. It was a Stonewall penalty. And so at the half. So here we are, second half just about to kick off. Two teams back out here. Glenville just 45 minutes away from glory. "40 minutes away. Can the Spartans muster a big 40 minutes here, Ewan?
Yeah, we saw earlier, didn't we? Team 2-0 down and then 2 quick-fire goals just got them right back into the game. Spartans just need to plant that seed of doubt in the Glenville minds and have to try and do it as early as possible here.
I mean, it is a huge cliche, but it's so true. The next goal is absolutely massive. If Spartans get in, it's 2-1. Well, then suddenly this game becomes a lot more interesting. So the sub made Evan on for Mason there with the Spartans. Well,
He just couldn't really get into the game in that first half, Mason.
no, he did well, but a lot of the stuff that he did well was halfway line to the final third. He just couldn't quite get past the final third towards the box. And so Glenville will kick us off here. 40 minutes left. They lead by 2-0. And there's the kickoff and a long ball. Well, that's going to be a goal kick very early on in the second half here. So you expect the first 5 or so minutes of the second half, the teams will just be taking their time and getting back into the feel of the game.
And steadily try and get that tempo up a wee bit.
There was a fantastic tempo going just before the half-time break. You're quite correct.
The way Glanville set up, they'd be happy for it to just drop down and they can compact the middle. Spartans have to try and just play in front of.
And the ball cleared there. Well, the Spartans definitely want the next goal. So they have a chance here with this throw, taken quickly and short. A good clearance here by Glanville into the centre of the pitch. And that's a great block. And then shifted forward by Glanville and flicked on and touched. Throw in. Well, it was well contested there. Kieran Moyles cleared it out, and so the throw will be taken now by Luke Christie. That's a nice touch there.
I just sort of dropped the start of the second half down, hasn't it? Just sort of pedantic.
Very true. I mean, it's the wind's not helping matters. It's very windy. It's actually a bit chilly at the minute.
Other than that, it's okay.
Well, here come the Spartans now on the far side. And he cuts inside and plays the pass well. And there's another man on the overlap if he fancies giving it to him. He certainly does. That's going to be Luke Morris to swing the ball into the box. That's a lovely headed clearance. And now a chance for Glanville to break. Lovely touch over the top. Can release him. The ball just wouldn't bounce kindly. But still Glanville in possession. And then the Spartans have it. And now Glanville. Lovely touch. The man is onside. Keeper's going to come anyway.
Flag was out. Not quite sure why the ref didn't stop it there.
The ref's going to say no. Well, the referee is going to say no. I thought personally that he was onside.
The flag went up though.
But the referee has the final say. They are assistant referees. They're there to assist the referee, and the referee clearly
Imagine
felt.
looking down the line, they would have had a better view
Well,
of it.
that's quite possible. I'm just suggesting that the referee clearly says he didn't feel he was offside. Whilst I wholeheartedly agree with you that usually the person running the line does have a better view. In this case, the referee didn't think so. However, we play on. It's a throw-in to Glanville in the final third. Oh, the ball's chipped away by the Spartans. Nice little touch there. 50-50 ball, but the Spartans wanted it more. And he's got a man out wide right. Which he does, he gives it now to Luke Morris, and Morris plays it in.
There's acres of space there over on the right hand
Nicholas
side.
Reid couldn't quite get it though. And now it's all about the strength and power. Oh, and he's got all of it. He's got a man running through the middle.
I think he saw the ball was getting away from him personally and took a tumble.
It's going to be a yellow card here for the Spartans. A strong strength there from Cameron Crooks.
Strong strength.
Strong strength. Strong strength. And there's the yellow card shown to Kieran Moyles. And so Moyles will be walking the tightrope now. Great strength to get away from one. And the second man came across. Just blocked him right off. And now standing over the ball is Luke Christie. And look, Christie, lovely ball. Oft. And that's going to be a corner kick. Good clearing header. And here comes, I was going to say here comes, and it is going to be this little the switch that we've seen a couple of times now, where Christie himself drops back to centre back and lets the two centre backs head forward. And the corner will be taken here 5 minutes into the second half. Nice little chip ball in. Keeper came and clawed at it and got something as the ball's flicked away.
It's the second time I've seen that in this game. The keeper's confident coming out, punching the ball away.
Nice little dink forward there. Doesn't quite get to it, and that'll allow Glanville to go running, and their players will peel back onside now. They might have looked off, but they're all onside. The keeper's going to come here. Oh, and he's... Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a good hurdle there. Well hurdled by Anton Calderwood. That's a good pass there. And that's a good ball there. Keeper's going to come and clear that one. Oh, no nonsense there. So, throw in. Well, one of the Glanville coaches, June. Former St Mirren player.
Indeed, former captain, made over 200 appearances for them.
It's done well there.
I can call on that experience today just to see out the game.
Wonderful work, by the way, from Cameron Crooks. And a Rabona cross. Well, it's not every day you see one of those, Ewan.
Oh, it's just the confidence shown in this Glanville side.
It's a lovely tackle as well by Glanville here. So Robbie Walker coming on for Swanson here. 18 for 15. Robbie Walker for Campbell Swanson. So the Spartans desperately trying to get back into this game. And straight away the substitute has a chance. Spreads it wide well to Luke Morris, who cuts inside his man. He's in the box now. Morris cuts it back. Lovely touch there. Lovely block. What a block that was. And they put, that was absolutely fantastic. Goodness gracious me. These Glenville boys are putting their bodies on the line here. That's how badly they want to win this cup.
Well, Luke Morris, Glenville's number 7, Spartans number 17, has found a lot of space in this left-hand side. Luke Christie's had to try and come out and press a lot, but it's just not getting that quite that support that they were getting in the first half as fullbacks.
And free kick now to the Spartans. The ref didn't think there was really any advantage. So the ball's going to get whipped in here. Well, it's a good chance. A little bit of communication from the coach about who they want to be up and who they want to be sitting back at the moment. As this ball's whipped in from the Spartans, it's high, it's a great ball. It's a wonderful save. That is absolutely brilliant by Kieran McDowell. A reaction stop to deny the Spartans a goal. And the ball's pumped forward. It's 3-on-1 at the back somehow here. The Spartans have only got one man back. I don't know how, but that one man managed to stop the ball.
Look at the composure there.
I've got no idea how they only had one man back. Genuinely, it was a 3-on-1 in favour of Glenville, but somehow the one Spartan that was back managed to clear the ball at least enough that players could get back and defend.
Well, they've gained their shape here, but that'll be worrying for them. Oof.
That's a back pass that no keeper really wants to deal with.
Just have to be careful, Spartans. It's still 2-0. Don't want to commit too many bodies forward so that occasions like that just happen.
Well, if that had fallen to the Glenville player, he's got two men to slide in. Nice little ball over the top there. And a good run, but a good clearance out for a throw now. Well, both teams have been given it. Been doing very well in the opening 10 minutes of this half here. you've got to say, Ewan.
Well, they're both going at it. It's a topsy-turvy game. It's just not settling down. Both getting in each other's faces.
Well, it's nicely done. Nicely done. And cleared now. And off the chest. Well, he's got acres of space here, number 18. However, just couldn't be picked out. And Glanville flicked through, he's onside. Oh my goodness me, he looked a mile on, I've got to say. When that ball was played, June, I thought he looked onside. And in fact, the referee's going to have a word with him. But I've got to say, when that ball was played, it looked to me like he was on.
Well
Again,
done.
I
As
agree with
say,
you.
Just have to trust the officials.
Linesman obviously has the best view. I agree with that.
It's interesting though. Spartans have managed to just find a wee bit of space in this left-hand side with Morris and Walker. Both of them just pulling off.
Oh, and he's yanked him back there. And the ref goes straight to the cards. Well, a cynical tackle there, to be honest. Well, the referee dishes out the booking as he needed to. And now a little bit of treatment needed for Glanville. Well, as you mentioned earlier, Ewan, Glanville bullied a lot of sides on their way here.
They did.
They put 10 past Westdyke in round 3.
Yeah, semi-final beat Hillwood 7-0, absolutely remarkably.
Well, 7-0 in a semi-final, that kind of shows how comfy you can make it.
It explains our confidence here tonight as well.
Certainly does, and currently leading 2-0 as the ball is just over the top. Well, not a bad free kick, but just over the top. The keeper just taking his time here. Now McFadden sends the ball high into the sky. It's knocked down and won by Rhys Best McDonald, and then flicked back by the Spartans. And now down by Mbiwe. He's got a man wide if he wants it. Instead, he's going to go himself. Well,
it's difficult for him though. It was only 3 players supporting, five Glanville players in position, just trying to block off that counter attack. We're well organised.
And down goes a Glanville player. And it is Cramp.
Well, Dan, we mentioned about inspiresport earlier, and Glanville have reaped out rewards recently from inspiresport.
Yep, they certainly have. They went on a trip to Man City's academy in February, and maybe that's where they picked up the tricks and the flicks that they utilised for their second goal today, Ewan. We did speak to the manager, of course, about it. We spoke to David Borland, of course, one of the coaches when we met him at Hampden earlier this month, and he said it was invaluable, and the work that inspiresport do is absolutely fantastic when helping age groups with everything, including trips and just the access to the coaches and the staff of professional football teams. Inspiresport have, of course, also increased their sponsorship deal until 2021 for the Scottish Youth Cups.
Which is just fantastic news for all concerned, both the Scottish Youth Cups and for inspiresport themselves. It's just fantastic work all round, Dan.
It absolutely is. And, well, 55 minutes on the clock here. And over comes the physio.
Game was starting to pick up a wee bit the pace of it. We mentioned it sort of dropped off a wee bit in the first half.
Very true. Well, Harry Pittaway was the man that went down with a cramp. But it's a throw in here at the Spartans. Luke Morris will take it as the match action gets back underway. Well, the action will now get back underway. And it's to the feet of Jonathan Jaron. And it's Jaron. Now it's Mbiwa. So Michael Mbiwa out wide here. Not afraid to use his tricks and flicks and drag backs if he has to. And it's back to Jaron. Into the midfield. That was played there by Keir Russell as they work it wide. And they go on the overlap. That was a nice little bit of play. And there's a man on there, but he deals with him fine as he now heads out to the wing. The referee signals to give the full complement of 11 men back to Glanville.
I think it's a testament for how well organised they've been. You couldn't even tell they were down to 10 there.
Certainly could not, and that's a free kick to Glanville now. So Glanville have the free kick now. But correct you, right where you couldn't even tell that they were down to the 10 men. But it's wonderful stuff. That's the ball. That's a good flick on there. Oh, and there's a chance. Oh, well, was it being held back? The referee says no. Well, that sparks protest from the Glanville bench. But the referee, you've got to say, actually was right up with play there, Ewan.
Was indeed. It's just it could have been a bit blindsided though if it was a pull of the shot. Might not have been able to see it properly if it was right behind them.
Perhaps not.
Got to wonder if he went down though, would they have got the free kick down? Or penalty even?
Well, to be honest, it's good to, I know he didn't get the foul, but it's nice to see players staying on their feet. And a corner, well, as we say that, player goes down and a corner is awarded. So, just getting to that stage now, you're heading towards the final 20 minutes. Teams, even when you're leading by 2-0, Ewan, at this stage, you don't want to concede a goal. You want this to be as comfortable as possible.
Oh, absolutely, you don't want that seal of doubt to creep into your mind.
Spartans' corner's whipped in, and that has caught the wind, and that's just going to be up and over everyone, and that's a goal kick. And there's a fight, in the net here. I'm not sure what's going on here, but the referee is going to have to blow his whistle.
Mbiwa is not happy at all.
Mbiwa is absolutely furious. I'm not sure what's happened, but something has happened there. Michael Mbiwa, number 16 of Spartans, is furious. He's been led away, but the referee here is going to have to try and sort this out. Well, I don't know how you sort this out, to be honest. I looked like there was a fight happening in the back of the goal net.
Situations like this invariably get resolved, just a booking for each.
It looked a little bit more serious
Oh,
than a caution.
I
A piece
agree.
there, it could be red a piece.
I agree with you, Darren. It's just
You don't know who started it though, which is probably why the referee will take the course of action of a yellow apiece. If even that, he's talking to them both, and I think it is a yellow apiece, Ewan. Well, so Harry Pittaway is going to take a yellow card. So Pittaway is going to be booked, and also I think Michael Mbiwa is going to be booked. So Pittaway for Glanville and Mbiwa for Spartans on the hour, both showing the yellow card. So Ewan Summers, as always, absolutely bang on the money. We don't need to ask a referee's opinion. We've just got Ewan Summers in the studio.
what can I say?
I've got to say that that's one of
Interested to
those.
see how
That's one
this
of
plays
those.
out for the rest of the
That's
game.
one of those. The referee, he gets one view, and he gets.
Well, we couldn't see either.
Yeah, well, we took our eyes. We were heading where the ball was as the substitutions made. But in terms of seeing it, you only see it once. As a change, I mean, but you're quite correct, Jane. It'll be interesting to see now how the final 20 minutes plays out here.
Especially between those two.
Well, indeed.
Got to wonder whether Spartans number 18 Robbie
Oh.
Walker might just try and exploit
So
Harry Pittaway.
here we go. It'll be interesting with Mbiwa. He looked very angry for whatever had happened in the goal net. So, have to see what happens. Now, sometimes that anger can just fuel a fight back, Ewan. So it could be the case in the Spartans that that's what fires them up.
Of course, they've just got to keep their heads in the process.
Absolutely, 100% agree. Oh, the ball's thrown. And the ref gives a foul now. Well, Glanville, a very vocal side. You can hear them. Spartans, maybe they are just showing there. They don't want to be pushed around. That's wonderful. Lovely ball into the middle, but nobody's there. And so the Spartans can clear the ball for a throw-in.
I was just thinking that the front three haven't quite gone to it as much, but that was a lovely piece of skill there over on the left-hand side. Absolutely majestic.
Christie will take the throw in here for Glanville. So double sub.
Substitution for Spartans from number 6, Christopher Flannery.
A Spartan sub as well here. So the subs are coming thick and fast now, as you'd expect in the final 20 minutes. And so the throw is taken well. Now it's going to be a goal kick. So the goal kick will be taken by Kieran McDowell of Glanville, who, when he has been called upon, you've got to say he's made a couple of wonderful saves in this game.
He has, but I think he's also very much been helped out by his defence, which have just sort of managed to stay compact in the second half. So they've managed to sort of nullify their Glanville's Spartans attack. I've been impressed.
So the ball, it's another throw in to be taken, thrown on by Luke Christie.
Glanville
There's
attacks,
Aidan
not
McLaughlin.
Spartans.
And that's a lovely interception there by the Spartans. And that's a nice attempt, and now lovely touch, turns, and he had the man wide, he just couldn't quite spot him out. Otherwise that was another great chance, and now the Spartans, who have 5 men flooding forward here, it's a 5-on-5, believe it or not. They've got a man well wide.
Again in the left-hand side.
Oh, the ball's going to fall. Oh, great tackle. And he's going to be released here, and it's going to be a foot race. Oh, that's well done by Jonathan Jarron once again.
Composure he showed there, just to take the ball out from defence. It would be easy for him to clear it, but look at the attack he started here.
He's not just a centre-back. He wins the ball, but look at him there. He's confident. It's like Virgil van Dijk. He knows how to take the ball out. He takes it for a little stroll, then he passes it. That tackle was not up to much at all. There's also another defender down, I think, with cramp. In fact, I think it might be Jack Smith again, who's down with the cramp.
Scorer of that absolutely fantastic second goal.
It was an absolute stunner, that second goal, but I do think it is Jack Smith who's down with cramp. Jack Smith still down here with cramp. But, you know, as we mentioned earlier, he did join from Park Villa. But a wonderful player.
Oh, I've been very impressed with him. Just
Absolutely.
sitting in front of that defence, sweeping up.
Well, there is a bit of a family affair in this team, isn't there, Ewan? McLaughlin, Aidan McLaughlin, who came on as a substitute.
Of course, son of one of the coaches.
As the game gets back underway after the stoppages. The referee does blow for the foul. And now, 14 into the final, quarter of an hour of this final now. Glanville, 2 goals in the first half, have done wonderfully well. And it's going to be taken by Christie. So Luke Christie, he's had a couple of good deliveries here, Ewan, so far in this game. First half, there was a chance that the keeper managed to get to. And second half, they put one just wide.
Keeper's been confident coming out, though. Punching the ball, be interesting.
So he
See
does
if he tries to
Christie.
avoid him.
Great delivery. Oh, goodness gracious me.
You mentioned how that was it's always a risky game coming to punch it. Keeper's caught no man's land there.
There's
Just has to read the situation a wee bit
Spartans.
more.
Oh, the first time pass was on. He had men in acres of room, but he's opted not to go for it now. The Spartans, well, that's a lovely tackle. And now the chance, he's got men running, he's got a man wide, he goes for him, he finds him. Now it's all about what the man on the width can do. He cuts inside, he eyes it up, he drills it. Oh, what a save that is!
Fantastic.
That is unbelievable. What a save by Kieran McDowell once again.
He almost managed to hang in the air there as he managed to tip it back.
Well, here's the replay.
Behind.
It's a wonderful effort. It struck perfectly, and it's a wonderful save by Niall McFadden. Well, Niall McFadden, fantastic save there to deny Glenville, who now have the corner. Well, both goalkeepers have made wonderful saves in this game as the ball's floated in. Oft. And there is Niall McFadden again punching the ball. The Spartans keeper seems to very much enjoy a punch as opposed to catching the football, which I suppose in this day and age has been made very popular by goalkeepers like David De Gea, etc.
So obviously just trying to start those can be used to try and start those counter attacks, but it hasn't quite been the case today. It's more just been safety first.
And so it's one of those classic cases where you were taking a corner from one side and you've been told it's taken from the other, so it's a casual jaunt across the box.
12 minutes remaining for them.
Well, 12 minutes left as that ball's knocked in by the captain. There looked like a tug in the box. That could have been a penalty. The ref says no. And a free kick to the Spartans, who go quick.
There is that urgency from Spartans here, not letting their heads drop so far.
Oh, and that's a lovely ball. Oh, and that's unlucky. Oh,
ball.
It did look a bit like a handball, but apparently not. And the Spartans now seem to have pushed a couple of men forward, but this is just allowing for that to happen every time. They just read it, Glenville, and they step out and take the ball. It's very well done from them. And a free kick to Glenville this time. The game's starting to get scrappy now in the final 10. And another substitute. Off comes Keir Russell. And on comes Rhys Mason. So Rhys Mason comes back on. And off goes Keir Russell.
Mason's just sort of taking up a more central role than they did in the first half.
Well, the referee stopped. That was a perfectly. That was a very nice free kick, but
Not quite sure what this is here, Dan.
Not exactly sure why he stopped that. It was a lovely free kick, which was pinpoint.
One member of the crowd clearly said what he thinks there.
Well, yes. And now retaking the free kick. And that's well played. And again, finds a man. So literally happened twice. Oh. And the keeper, well, don't know why the keeper didn't pick that up. Well, the referee's given the free kick to the Spartans. But Ewan, curious as to why the goalkeeper didn't just get down on that ball there.
Safety first, eh? Just get it away quicker, Dan.
Ball's knocked long, and Spartans, that's a lovely spin now. And Spartans have a man free here, wide. It's number 11, it's Joseph Evenden. But no, the ball now whipped in towards him. It's flicked on, it is Evenden. Oh, and that was close. Just off the thigh, he couldn't quite get anything more on it now. There's a chance for Glanville to, oh, just a heavy touch, he couldn't quite get there. Thought Cameron Crooks was going to be on his bike there, but just couldn't quite get the first touch under control.
Well, Fraser Lee for Spartans, he's just not quite giving Christie the support that he needs at the moment. Did it there, and it seems to be, he's getting back into it. He was slacking off a wee bit at the start of the second half, but he's filling in a wee bit more now.
Well, we're into the final 10 minutes, so now's the time to be a hero.
Oh, and it could well be.
Play. What a save by the keeper once again. Kieran McDowell. Kieran McDowell. This boy, what an unbelievable save.
Fantastic work from Evenden as well. Just to knock it through the legs of almost two players, but the keeper managed to almost sit on it. There's a handball there.
Well, it almost looks like Spartan are playing with 5 up top here. Well, last season, Ewan, remember this exact same final. These two teams,
indeed, Spartans
0-0, went to penalties. Who was victorious on that occasion?
Can't see this going to penalties here today.
Nor can I.
Just it's Spartans just haven't quite managed to pierce this Glanville defence enough. There was that moment there, we'd get the ball into the feet and try and turn the defenders, but it's just not quite paid off. And Glanville have been very well organised.
Well, there's a save. Wonderful. Well, he actually saves it with his backside. we have to be absolutely honest about it.
He's right butt cheek by the looks of things there.
He genuinely saves it. Literally, that's how close it was.
They all count though, Darren.
They do, but it actually goes through his legs, but then it's saved. And there is another shot on goal. It's well saved. Number 13 here of Glanville, Fraser Lee, the man who opened the scoring. It seems to be struggling on touchline. Well, he could roll off, but he's going to stay there. Well, the referee, I think, is going to say that it's not a head knock.
So they were knocking it out there.
No, the ref finally does stop it. Well, Fraser Lee injured. Well, not too sure the Spartans are very happy about that stoppage. So
it was bizarre. I thought Glanville were going to let that run out there from the goalkeeper's kick, but no.
Well, he struggled. He's tried to get up 3 or 4 times here.
No, it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to carry on.
Well, I think it's just, as I said, he's going to literally just sort of jump himself off.
He's scraping himself along the ground. It's not nice for him.
Well, very true.
Hope he's going to be able to.
And so a substitution will have to be made here. as we're into the last 5 minutes of this game, plus whatever stoppage time might be on. To be fair, there could be quite a bit of chunk of stoppage time here, Ewan. We have quite a few stoppages in this game. Second half especially has been very stop-start.
It just hasn't quite managed to get into the same flow as the first half. There's been moments where it's been very exciting in terms of football some teams have played, but as you say, it's been sort of niggly, just not quite managed to be able to get into a good flow here.
So there's a substitution now for Glanville. Off comes Fraser Lee and on comes Simon Adekunle. So on comes number 11, Simon Adekunle, for Fraser Lee. Well, Lee just walking around the whole length of the half of the pitch now. The Spartans still looking for a way back into this game. Well, 4 minutes plus stoppage time now left. And the goalkeeper, Kieran McDowell's going to take his time. He's been absolutely fantastic today, Ewan.
He has. I have to say, both keepers have made some absolutely fantastic saves. McFadden made a wonderful one in the just midway through the second half. It was absolutely sensational. Looked like it was destined for the top corner, but McDowell's just been composed in everything that he's done.
Well, it's going to be another throw here. Just a little note on the play that just came on. It was Simon Adekunle. He has been at the team for 2 years. Likes to play as an attacking midfielder. So in the final knockings here, the 3 minutes plus whatever's added on by the referee, we'll probably see him in a sort of number 10 role, I'd imagine, Ewan.
Don't know, he just seems to be dropping in a wee bit deeper into the role that Fraser Lee was playing. Although he has taken up that role behind the striker just now. We mentioned before about the fluidity that Glanville possess.
Well, here comes Glanville. It's going to be a Glanville ball. Well,
down as time, as the clock ticks, what's your thoughts been in this final?
I think it's been a fantastically contested match. It's had everything you'd want in a cup final. It's had goals, it's had a little bit of controversy, it's had a penalty, etc.
We mentioned before about that horrible question of what if. Do you think that'll be going through the mind of Spartans just now with that penalty towards the end of the first half?
Absolutely. If they put that penalty in, not that I don't think Glanville could still have won it. I think Glanville, of course, would have been worthy of the win regardless. I'm just saying that I think that if the Spartans put that goal in at 2-1, you do think, oh, we have to play a different type of second half. Whereas at 2-0, Glanville have managed to do what they want to do. They've set up their shot how they want to, and they've done what they want to do. And now, into the final minute, plus whatever's added on. I think there might be 3 or 4 minutes added, but we can't be 100% sure until we see it. The ball's knocked long here, and another wonderful header there by the defenders. Well won and well done by Glanville. Oh, and skips beyond his man into the box. Oh!
Have to say, McFadden's reactions there, just to reach down to his right and palm it away, did very well.
That was a wonderful save by McFadden. The ball long here to number 11. That's a lovely first touch. And it's going to be a throw here. Well, I'll tell you what, if the Spartans want anything, they're going to have to just chuck everyone forward now. Because at 2 goals down, if they could get one, stoppage time, it could be interesting. And so the ball, well, they have it, and they've worked it well. And they still have it. Oh, just wide. Oh, a chance there.
Just couldn't quite get the bend on it.
Couldn't quite get it there.
Top corner.
Jack Ewing trying his best here.
And some lovely football though on the edge of the box. Just interchanging, stretching the Glanville defence.
As you said about Spartans, they've had their chances. There was the one that, you know, Kieran McDowell saved. Some people say at times you'd rather be lucky than good. He's shown he is a fantastic goalkeeper today, but one of his best saves, it was sheer luck. The ball had gone under him, but he managed to stop it. But he's been a fantastic goalkeeper today, Kieran McDowell. You've got to say the whole team of Glanville have been fantastic. and they win the ball again here as we enter stoppage time now. Not sure how long is to be signalled.
Glanville play with that freedom in with the ball, pretty much their entire front six just rotate. But 6 minutes
Minimum of
straight
6. So there's 6 minutes of added time here.
But there's still that organisation for Glanville.
So
in
I tell
defence,
you
they're so
what,
rigid.
there is plenty of time. Plenty of time here. 6 minutes. If Spartans were to score now,
Oh, it would be an absolutely fantastic
it'd be
end
an
to the game.
absolutely fantastic finish.
The last one, as we've mentioned a couple of times, went to penalties.
Ball's knocked long. Keeper doesn't want to come for it. He's going to ask his defender to head it to him, and the keeper. Oh, but I tell
Just
you
did
what,
enough.
the linesman obviously knows because the linesman is on line with that box. But yeah, that's what you want. Nice win. Good win by Simon Adekunle there. That's a good bit of the pitch. Oh, and
What a touch!
Oh, I tell you what. See, the control there was absolutely outrageous. It was like watching a young Dimitar Berbatov.
Just managed to trap it there. It was almost a bit too close, and he couldn't adjust his feet properly. But the first touch was magnificent.
Well, we're going to have another substitution here in the stoppage time. So, Glenville sub. On comes McLaughlin, and off comes Brian Connor. And even now, it says a lot about a team like Glenville and their coaches about how the will to win. Even now, 2-0 up, you're in stoppage time. Still, the coaches are telling their players exactly what they want from them, Ewan.
Well, there's just that spirit in the team is fantastic. They're urging them forward, urging them back, just everything about them, just so.
And there's a chance again now. Wonderful clearance by Spartans.
Just that intensity from the coaches, which is translated onto the pitch, is a joy to watch.
Well, he's still barking out instructions here. I've got to say, he's masterminded his team absolutely brilliantly. From start to finish, they have been top drawer in this game. Formation, speed, everything you need in a football team they've had. And another substitution here. So another substitution here. So the ball cleared long into the sky.
That's just suits Glenville to a T, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Let the clock run down. You're minutes away from being champions.
2 minutes left here. Spartans came onto this pitch, this team, hoping that Spartans as a club could do a double today. However, Glenville had other ideas. Glenville still have it here in the corner. That's where they want it as it rolls for a goal kick. 90 seconds away from the referee's whistle and from being handed the glory and, of course, Ewan, the immortality of always being known as the 2018 inspiresport Scottish FA Cup champions.
Well, no matter the level, this will live with them for the rest of their lives.
Well, don't know what's happened. The referee blown his whistle and there's a little bit of squaring up going on here. A little bit of shoulder barging for no real reason. Don't lose your head here.
Well, he's been yelled at from his coaches to get back in here.
Exactly.
Just keep it going.
Because the coach knows you're a minute away from being a champion. Well,
She letting that go.
well, it's just absolutely not sure what the referee's seen here. I'm pretty sure he's just knocked him in the back of the head. And it's all starting to boil over a little bit here. Well, you've got to say there, it looked, well, here's a replay. The ball went up. Oh, well, what's number 6 do after the ball goes? Well,
no.
not too sure. But to be fair, it looked like maybe, I don't know if it looked accidental maybe, but it looked like a potential knee. And so Glanville 2-0 up here into the 86th minute. The inside injury, potentially the last thing that's going to happen here.
Glanville fully deserved this, though, haven't they, Darren?
Oh, Glanville have been absolutely fantastic. Been wonderful to commentate on this game alongside you. Spartans did well, but however, Glanville just found a way. The first goal was well taken by Fraser Lee, and then the second goal was absolutely stunning. Just the type of goal you want in any type of cup final, really, no matter what age level. This is
both the goals
it's a
are
sad way to
phenomenal.
see it end. The trolley coming on now. As the clock ticks towards 90 minutes now. We are in stoppage time here. We've played 7 minutes. There was 6 added. But an injury now. I think it is a head knock, as suspected. And the little trolley now on. And we also wish this player our best and hope a quick and speedy recovery from the injury. Well, he's on the trolley now, so the full-time whistle can only be a matter of moments away here as the clock ticks towards 88. Well, so off comes Aidan McLaughlin. So Aidan McLaughlin's wheeled off there. And on comes Anton Calderwood. So the full-time whistle's moments away here. It's been a wonderful game. Glanville fully worth the win.
Indeed.
In the end, as we approach the 90th minute now. We had the 6 minutes of stoppage time. And now it's all just kicking off in the corner. Well, there's just no need for this at all. We are going to play 90 minutes. This game was scheduled for 80. But we are now going to hit the 90th minute. And so we hit the 90th minute now. This game's over. The best thing the referee could do is just ball comes back in, blow the full-time whistle. Oh, what a hit. And that's away. The ref may as well. Oh, there's a fight. No. Just a little shoulder to shoulder going there. The ref may want to just blow the full-time whistle here. The best thing the referee could do here is just blow the whistle. The game's done. Glanville are 2-0 up here against the Spartans. They are going to be crowned the Scottish Cup champions. Hooked away, the referee still playing time here as we now hit 91 minutes on the clock.
He does know it's scheduled for 40, yeah.
This was scheduled for 40, yep. Not sure now where the referee's found 10 minutes of stoppage time from, if I'm totally honest.
Checked his watch, Darren.
The referee's checked his watch. And I'd imagine this is going to be the full-time whistle now. The Glanville fans have travelled in their dozens, and they're getting ready to celebrate now a famous Scottish Cup victory. The ball's played wide to Joseph Evenden. He falls over the ball. Wins it back, and a good tackle again. The referee double checks his watch now. We've had 11 minutes of stoppage time. We were scheduled for 6. The ball's knocked long, headed clear, booted away. Ref blows for full time, and it's what they wanted. They have won the Scottish Cup. Glanville have done it again. Glanville win it.
Fully deserved, Darren. They've been absolutely magnificent today.
Well, it's all over. It's full time.
A magnificent achievement for a team. It was only formed 5 years ago, Darren.
Very, very true. It's a fantastic achievement for a team only formed 5 years ago. They will now receive the cup. Well, they're going over to their fans. Plenty of them have shown up here. So they'll receive the trophy in a matter of moments. So the trophy presentation just a matter of moments away here.
It's a wonderful day of football, Darren, hasn't it? 3 games on, full of goals, excitement, incidents. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Very, very true. So both teams preparing now for the celebrations in the trophy lift. And so, wonderful occasion. Now the pictures to be taken with the winner's banner, etc. for Glanville, a 2-0 victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, each club receives a trophy as a memento of their day at the national final. Can I ask you to welcome forward Spartans, Nicky Reid, as he comes forward to pick up the trophy on his club's behalf. They played a fantastic game. Can I ask you to show your appreciation to the boys of Spartans as they come forward to pick up their individual trophies? Come on guys, heads up, come on. And can I ask you to show your appreciation in normal fashion for the referee, Mr. Joe Kennedy, his two assistants, Jake Davidson and Will Stroby, and the fourth official, Brian Garrett, as they come forward to pick up their trophies. Come forward to pick up the trophy on behalf of Glanville. And show your appreciation to the boys of Glanville as they come forward to pick up their individual trophies. Come on guys. I feel here for this. And Sean Bowman will take possession of the trophy. The winners of the inspiresport Scottish Youth Challenge.
That's it. After a disappointing season last year in which you came to the final and got beaten penalty kicks, you've managed to do it. Glenville are Scottish Cup winners. How does it feel?
It feels absolutely fantastic. We've been going now 51 years as a club and not one of our teams has ever won the Scottish Cup. Just to put that into perspective, Spartans played against us in the final and they had another team, 2004 in the final, the same day. We've never had that in our 51-year history, so for us as a club to win that is a huge, huge achievement, and we're absolutely delighted with the boys. They fully deserve us over the last 4 years. They've been superb.
And what about your man of the match and your captain? What else do you want to say about them?
Everyone. Brian came in, he's the top scorer at the club. He's been a sensation. He's the second year at the club. From day one he's really come in, hit the ground running. He's been a real revelation in the team. Sean's been here since he's a very young boy, and he's now obviously the captain of the club, so he's a very proud man at lifting the Scottish Cup for this club, which no one else has done, as I said, in the club's history. So the two boys alongside him have been absolutely outstanding, as have all the boys in the squad. All the boys, some boys didn't play today, but they've played their part along the way and won the Scottish Cup, so this is very much a squad game, and every one of them from 1 to 18 have been superb this season.
How was this for you today? How did you feel this win?
Amazing, even though I didn't score, which I'd like to, but it's good enough getting man of the match and winning it. That's all I wanted to do before I came, was just win it and just rub it in their face like they did last
What
year.
about yourself?
I'm so proud of the team. We played well, we fought right to the end, and it's a great result, and glad to be Scottish Cup champions.
Okay, well I take it tonight will be quite merry in the Paisley area.
Well, the adults will be going to have a wee drink. These boys will be drinking lemonade.
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
And they'll be doing, I'm sure, loads of studying because they've still got exams, so they'll probably go straight home after this to their books, and the adults will go and enjoy themselves.
Well done.